Step into the cottage, the air feels strange. Gemini candles flicker, cards rearrange. Auntie Kara whispers, what's your plight? Under her gaze, stars ignite. Shadows dance on the walls, truth on the tongue. The deck flips fast, your song just begun. What's your question? She'll get the answer. Spin the wheel, it's a cosmic dancer. Auntie Karen's camera knows your soul. From Gemini twins to the blackest hole. The moon's in your corner, but the fool's in play. A pinnacle shines, what's it trying to say? Swords cut deep, cups overflow. Auntie Karen's eyes see where you don't know. Stars alive, cars collide. Mystic wisdom, no place to hide. What's your question? She'll get the answer. Spin the wheel, it's a cosmic dancer. Auntie Karen Sarah knows your soul. From Gemini twins to the blackest hole.
Hey y'all, what's up? Howdy, howdy, Lisa, Tony, Green-Eyed Devil, Cookie Cake. How you doing? Queen Star Libra, Connie, Bertney Boo, my little Cappy friend. Well, hello, Uncle L. Fancy meeting you here. How y'all doing tonight? Good to see everybody. Hello, hello. Bertney, it's good to see your beautiful self. What a fun email that you sent me earlier today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Kia, what's up? How's everybody doing? I have been laying low for a little bit, taking a break for the last couple of days. I have not, this is the first time I am touching cards in almost 3 days. So yes, we should be good and fresh. Yes. Who wants some of my collective messages tonight? Before we do, before we start with paid readings, I'm going to do some collective messages. Yes. Can we do that? Let's do some collective messages. Let's see what's up. Hey, little bit, how you doing? We're gonna do past love first. All right, past love first. All right. Hold on, before we do that, here we go. Yes, Brittany. Yes, yes, yes. Before we do past love, hang on a second. Source, Spirit, Universe, Divine Guides, the Most High. Give us information for everyone, for their highest good, for their greater good, so that good life path decisions can be made in alignment with consciousness of the Most High. As it is spoken, so it is. All right, so here we go. Now let's read for past love. You guys ready? Is Birdie here? Well, hey, Birdie, I see you. How y'all doing? All right, everybody, let me timestamp for past love. We're going to do that, and we'll go from there. Here we go. What's going on with the past person for everyone watching now and in the future? What's going on with the past person for everyone now and in the future? What's going on with the past person, please? What's going on with past energy? What's going on with the past person? What's going on with the past person? What's going on with the past person? Past love for those watching now and later. Let's see. What's going on with the past person? Yeah, Birdie, Uncle L just read for Virgo. He sure did. It was good readings too. Here we go. What's going on with the past love? What's going on with the past love? Hey, CJ. What's going on with past lover? Past person. It was good, Birdie. CJ, how you been? Knight of Wands. So we have some action here being taken by this past person. chaotic energy, sexy energy. It's Knight of Wands can be immature for sure, but there's passion. There's a deliberate energy from this past person. Yeah, there we go. Ten of Swords in reverse. They ain't over you. They're not over you. They're not. Your past person ain't over you. In fact, I think with the Knight of Wands here and the Ten of Swords in reverse, I think they have recurring sexy thoughts about you. Bet you knew that. I bet you knew that. They're fantasizing about you. Why is this person saying just get over it? Get over what? Five of Cups in reverse. Why did I just hear this past person tell you to get over it? Just get over it. Wow. What is this person telling you? Just get over it. The fact that I betrayed you, just get over it. Ten of Swords in reverse. Five of Cups in reverse. Will you just quit crying? It ain't that serious. Oh, well, maybe it's the betrayal, right? But let's see. Get over what? Five of Cups in the reverse. Five of Cups in reverse. What they telling you to get over? Tony. What they telling you to get over? What they telling you to get over? Hey, Almond Eyes. Hey, little flower. Two of Cups, High Priestess, Ten of Wands. Get over that I put you through it. Get over the fact that I did the silent treatment for you, towards you. Get over the fact that I betrayed you. Get over the fact that I am giving you the silent treatment. Just get over it, and we'll get back together. Two of Cups, you are my soulmate. This is past person. Get over the betrayal. They want you to get over it. I'm not telling you this person is apologizing. Please understand. They're saying, get over yourself. You're making too big of a deal out of this betrayal. You're taking it too seriously, this silent treatment that I've been getting over. Just get over it and get back with me and get in my bed. Knight of Wands. Telling you what I see in the cards. Just get over it. How nice is that? No responsibility taken. At least not yet. Ten of Wands. This is heavy on whoever I'm reading for. It's heavy on you. It's not like you can just get over it. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. No, it doesn't. Get over it. Get over it, they said to the person watching this. Just get over it. You need to get over it and get in my bed and get back in my life. There you go, Brittany. There you go. Just get over it. What else is the past person's in this past person's energy? Let's see. This is heavy. This is a lot for you to get over. And that's not wise to do that. You don't just act like this shit didn't happen. We're not going to just act like this didn't happen. No. Eight of Wands. Let's go. What are you waiting on? That's them. Let's go. What are you waiting on? Come on. Get in the car. Get in the bed. Eight of Wands. Let's go. If you're waiting on me, you're backing up. Let's take a leap of faith. Here's the problem. The leap of faith is baggage. That's why the Fool is in reverse. Baggage. That's why you feel that hesitation, my friends that are watching me right now, because you know this is not a good move. This is one of those times that you're like, damn, this is not an intuitive leap of faith, because my intuition is telling me, look before you leap. Ooh, I'm not a get over it kind of person. Whoever I'm reading for, that's what I heard you say. I'm not a get over it kind of person. I'm a let's talk about it kind of person. We're not going to just act like this never happened and take this old nasty ass baggage into something new together, or a new start, I should say. Knight of Cups. Can we just see each other? Can we just, how about, we got Valentine's. Why don't we go out for Valentine's? We got Valentine's coming up. Can we just see each other for Valentine's? Can we meet up? We got this special occasion coming up, whatever. Can we just, let's just go out to dinner and have a good time and forget about everything. folks. Sweeping dirt on the rug, under the rug does not make for a clean house. I'd rather just leave it out on the floor than I had to sweep it under the rug. I'm just saying. Let's just be honest and say the bullshit is there and call it. Right? Yeah. And look at here. Just get over my shady shit. Just get over my shady shit. Can I tell you something, collective? You still don't know everything. You think you know. You're not wrong. This person is shady as hell. Okay? They are. That's who's coming out. But I'm going to tell you, you still haven't found out all the bullshit. I don't know if you care to find it out, but I'm telling you, there's more that you don't know. There is even more bullshit than you know, and they are hoping you don't find out, but they are not sure going to tell you about it. I will tell you. So whatever you whatever it is, collective, that you think you know the worst of what they did, guess what? It gets even worse. If you were to go down this rabbit trail, you would find even dirtier dirt than what you already know about. It's much worse than you think. It's much worse than you think. There's more that you don't know. So you're right, they're shady. But what you don't realize is, and what you know. I can't negate that, okay? What you've already found out, collective, on this person, I'm not here to negate that at all. I'm just saying, if you think you know everything, that's what I'm negating. You don't know everything. There's more. There's more. There's more. There's more. There's more secrets. You want me to find out what they are? Who wants to know what the secrets are? You know I'm a Gemini. We like tea around here. Pass the popcorn, everybody. We're about to dig a little deeper. Let's dig a little deeper, shall we? Who wants to dig a little deeper? Say aye. Are we nosy like that? Yeah, we are. Are we trifling like that? Yeah, we are. Okay. Tell me what's here. Tell me what's here. Tell me what's behind that Seven of Swords and the Moon card that we saw. Let's dig. What's behind it all? Let's go behind the curtain. Let's dig below that Seven of Swords and Moon card. Hey, ML. Lauren, what's up? Let's go deep. Deep. Yeah, the pettiness is in my spirit right now. The power of pettiness compels me. Oh, gosh. All right, hold on. Let's dig deeper. What are they hiding from my folks? What are they hiding from the Cottage family? What are they hiding from the Cottage family? What's below that Seven of Swords, that Moon card, that High Priestess? Let's just get to the truth. Let's just dig up all the ugly. Let's look at it. Three of Wands. Ace of Swords in reverse. Lies, 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 lies. Yeah, lies. When was that popular? They're trying to figure out what you know. Do you know that? They don't know what you know and what you don't know. Ace of Swords in reverse, Three of Wands in the upright. They're watching you, probably watching your social media, trying to figure out what you know and what you don't know. Because they don't intend to tell you what you don't know. So there's more lies that they have told. More lies. They're involved. Did you know that? They got something going on. I don't know who the side chick is, you or them, or, another person, or side chick or side dick, whichever. Okay. They lied about, let me tell you something. Third party energy here. They were talking to somebody while y'all were still together. Did you know that? You may have suspected it. Guess what? If you suspected it, I'm confirming it. So if you suspected that, you were not wrong, my Cottage family. If you suspected that they were talking to somebody, let me confirm for you that, oh, yes, they were. They absolutely were. And they were promising this new person the sun, moon, and stars. And I kind of feel like they were lying to you and to the new person. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, were they juggling more than one person? Yeah, you and somebody else. So, guess what, collective? They had somebody lined up before they ever walked the hell away. Long before. Let's get a little more. We're just going to spill all the tea tonight. But yeah, they were talking and flirting with other people. Page of Wands here. They don't give a fuck. Sexting somebody. Lining up their next nookie. Anyway, let's get a little more. Let's get a little more. Let's just spill a little bit more of the tea. Let's get a little more of the tea. What's the Four of Pentacles here? Six of Pentacles. They were using you for money, some of you. Can I tell you what I know? They're hiding. If they have hold of any money that is yours or any possessions, they're hiding it intentionally and they're hoarding it. I think if you guys don't already know this, you better check your bank account or your shit or your wherever your cash stash is in your house, okay? Because it's been tempered with, or whatever the hell you want to say it. Okay, it's been tampered with. That's what I'm trying to say. It's been tampered with. Four of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. This motherfucker's got something that ain't theirs, and they're holding on to it. And it's almost like they're holding on to it as a way to have power over you. Did you know that? They are. That's a side note that may or may not apply to you. Take this stuff as it resonates, all right? But I absolutely that's absolutely what I'm seeing here. Star reversed. Three of Swords. There's your third party heartbreak. Tell me more about the Three of Swords. Tell me more about the Three of Swords. Seven of Swords again. Two of Cups. Pretending to be fine. Meanwhile, paying attention to something else. With the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Something else had their attention. Pretending to still be true to you. Seven of Swords. All the while planning Three of Swords for you. They've been planning this for a bit. Did you know that? They didn't just up and walk away. No, they had been planning it. Not for a few days. Not for a few weeks. No, they were getting all their ducks in a row. Tell me what else. Let's dig a little deeper. Let's dig a little deeper. Because I'm not through blasting. Let's dig a little deeper. Let's dig a little deeper. Give me a little more. Give me a little more. Give me a little more on this thing. How's my sound, y'all? I'm using my new mic. Tell me a little more on this thing. Tell me a little more on this thing, please. Tell me a little more. Give me a little bit more tea. A little bit more tea. Little bit. Hey, 78, what's up? Tell me a little bit more. Give me one more good dose of tea. I just feel like we got one more thing we got to expose here. Ace of Cups in the reverse, Page of Wands. They've been planning to back away. They've been lining up. I feel like if they were living with you, they were lining up a place to live, getting their ducks in a row without telling you, lining up their next person. Yeah, they already had this shit. All right, I've got scheming here. They already had this shit lined up. They already had this shit lined up. They had already retracted. They retracted that energy long before they left you. They had pulled their energy back. You may know that. You may not. No. This can't be true. You can't tell me that this, I know they ain't. Collective, buckle up. This punk ass motherfucker is coming back towards you. They're coming back toward you at some point. I don't know why, but they are. Oh, because their other relationship goes by the wayside. It goes to shit. Death card. Oh, I hate it when that happens. When what I lined up to be your replacement turns out to be a want. Yeah. Now I'm out in the cold. I got nothing, and I better go back to whoever's in my cottage family that's watching Auntie Karen. Right. I better go back to Auntie Karen's collective here. Let me go with hat in hand. Can you trust him? Do you even care? Okay, look, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I should have not. Can I tell you something? Collective, remember what I told you when I pulled that 7 of Swords on this motherfucker and that moon card? They're not, when they come back in this energy, this I'm sorry energy, they are still not going to own. You still won't know everything. You still won't know all the bullshit behind the shit that they're hiding. They will not tell you. And if you don't do and I wouldn't investigate it, because quite honestly, it's not worth your time. You just need to release this person and move the hell on, okay? It doesn't matter what it is that they're hiding, but the point is, even when they come back in this Page of Cups energy, number one, it's a very immature, insincere, fake apology, because hiding behind all that is a bunch of bullshit that they're not going to tell you about. The biggest lies are ones that you don't know about. The worst things are the ones you don't know. You think you know the worst, you don't. It goes even far beyond that. I'm just saying. So, there you go, collective. That's the past love. That's the past love. All right. Let's that's why you need to come get a reading and see what they're hiding, right, CJ? I've got 1 or 2 of you guys already booked for paid readings. Daisy is up first. I do know that. We're going to read for new. We're going to read for new. We're going to read for new, but I need to hit my vape after that one. I need some nicotine. Exactly, green-eyed devil. Exactly. All right, let's read for the new. What's going on with new love for my collective? For those that are watching me now or in the future. Me too, Uncle L. For those that are watching me now or in the future. For those that are watching me now or in the future. For those that are watching me now or in the future. For those that are watching me now or in the future. For those that are watching me now or in the future. Tell me about the new for everyone. Tell me about the new. Tell me about the new. New love for those watching me now or later. New love. New love. New love. New love. King of Wands. Somebody may have a fire sign coming toward them. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Or maybe that's... Okay, collective, we need to talk. We need to talk. Look at collective, we got to talk about your avoidant energy. Why are you pushing people away? You're up in your head. You overthink this, okay? I got somebody coming towards you. I mean, they look good, all right? Don't take it. Just chill the fuck out, okay? Chill the fuck out, all right? You're not, this person did not come up and ask you to marry them. They just asked you on a date or whatever, or to coffee or what the hell ever. All right. You ain't got to be worried about avoiding a disaster. Okay. It's only a date. All right. You're not signing a contract with this person. So get out of your head, get out of your way, let the chips fall where they may, and just go have fun. Just go have fun. They're a hottie. All right. King of Wands is good looking. Okay. I mean, yeah, they like to monkey, but you know, that ain't all bad. All right. So there you go. But I need y'all to give people a chance. What else do they need to know about new love? What else do they need to know about new love? New love. New love. New love. I'm going to tell you what you need to know about new love. When you get involved with somebody new, collective, guess what? You know that motherfucker I just got through reading about? They're going to try to interfere. They're going to try to interfere with your love. I got this in Aries the other day. They're going to try to interfere. They're going to come back around. I'm telling you, that past person. Listen. Listen to me, collective. Listen. Listen. When you start dating again and you start putting yourself out there and King Hottie comes along, or Queen, whichever, guess who's going to rear their ugly head? And that may be when it happens. Okay. They're going to try to put their nose in your business and bust you and this new hottie up. I'm just telling you. All right. I'm just telling you, they're going to come back in. That's the next thing I see. The minute so what does that tell me to tell you? Stealth. Move in silence. Move in silence. Not everybody needs to know about your new love. Not just yet. Not just yet, anyway. Move in silence. Not everybody needs to know your business. All right? Uncle has been getting that, y'all, in his readings. Several different signs. Okay? He's been telling a lot of the signs, move in stealth. You don't want people to try to fuck with you and what you're doing. All right. I ain't got to pull cards on that. I already know it. All right. I already know it. It's in the energy here. It's too much in the energy. So it's been coming out too much. This person that comes from your past may come along bearing gifts. They are only here to waste your time and drain you energetically and possibly financially, just so you know. Just so you know. So be careful of that. All right? Be careful. I do get good vibes on the new. I do get good vibes on the new. That I think could go somewhere for you. Two of Cups. Okay, that looks pretty good. I see you guys being slow about it, but I do feel like there's some stability to be had with this new one. And they're going to stand on business. There's some stability here. All right. I like that new one for y'all. I like the new one. But just, and everybody ain't got to know what you're doing and where you're going and who you're going with. And, you know, if you're boinking and who you're boinking and, you know, all that. No, not at all. That's so interesting, Green-Eyed Devil. Anyway, that's what I got. That's what I got. Now, we are going to, and Robert, you're after Daisy. I got you. Let me go ahead and put the list up of who's booked so far. Let's see, we've got, let me do that real quick. Hang on a minute. Why is it doing that? I don't want to fool with that right now. Hold on. All right, let's do this. All right. Oh, there you are. Hey, Robert. Let's put this up on the screen. That's right, Green-Eyed Devil. There we go. Okay. But before we do that, that's the order. But I'm going to read for. I think. I think I'll read for. I think I'll stop and read for Daisy, and then we'll go back after that and read for Money for the collective. I'll do Daisy's reading, then we'll do Money, and then I'll do Robert, and then we'll do work or kids or whatever. Okay, all right. Does that work? So Daisy, if you are here, we are going to pull cards for you, love. And let's see here. Let me timestamp for Daisy. All right, Daisy. Here we go. Hey, Melissa, how you doing? That's a different account. What are you doing? Okay, good to see you, Batgirl. All right, here we go. She's in her Batgirl costume. All right, here we go. Daisy. And by the way, Daisy, I have not forgotten you. I have been on a break for 2.5, almost 3 days. So just know that after this, I'm going to be churning out some personal readings. Okay, so I will get your personal reading as well. All right, let's see about Daisy the Pisces. Oh, that's Little Flower. Okay, love bug. Is there anyone romantically interested and committed coming into my life anytime soon? All right, let's see what we got, love. What can I tell Daisy? Let's see here. Thank you, sweetheart. I did get your email of your new, your replacement questions too. So you got somebody thinking about you that's in your energy that's mentally tormented. We'll see what else is here, Daisy, but I am picking that up, just so you know. Melissa. Thank you, Josephine. All right, hold on, Daisy. Somebody is mentally tormented and thinking about you. I don't think they're doing anything. Let's get a little more on that, and then we'll see if there's anything else you need to know about your things in your energy, Daisy love. Hey, man. There she is. There she is. Okay, that one that is tormented, spies on you, Daisy. They are unstable. They are sexually attracted to you, but they're super unstable. They have love for you, though. They have love for you. I don't think they know what they want to do about it. Right now, I get them kind of in this paralysis by analysis energy, Daisy. Let's see if there's anybody else in your energy. Okay. Let's see if there is anybody else, but that one did come out, so I wanted to at least give it a minute. What else is in Daisy's energy for the new? What else is in Daisy, the Pisces energy for the new? What else is in Daisy's energy for the new? Here's what I'm getting, Daisy, and you don't want to hear this. I know, because this is not good, but, well, it is good because I believe it's honest, okay? But I don't think it's what you're wanting to hear. My cards are saying this: 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords, 4 of Swords. What does that mean? You're not in a position to look for new love right now. You are busted up and hurting and heartbroken. Right now, take it very, very slow. Rebuild yourself. Take a break from love. Take a break from love. You're exhausted, maybe even physically sick from going through a pretty rough heartbreak, okay? Love will come when it comes. It absolutely will, okay? But you got to address these wounds. You got to address these wounds. And here's what will happen. Here's why this came out. Because if literally you went out and looked for love, guess what would happen? Another heartbreak. Because right now, that's what you're in vibrational alignment with, right? So that came out for 2 reasons, okay? And so I'm trying to save you a heartbreak or 2, all right? So take a break from romance, and don't just take time. It's time plus work. Time plus work. Let romance come later. You got to put yourself at your forefront of what you're focused on right now. All right. Will you find love? Probably. But you've got to look within the resilience of yourself. All right. You've got to get yourself back balanced. All right. And get your groove back right now. You're up in your head a lot. You may be dealing with some fears around loneliness or being alone, being abandoned, things of that nature. So it's time to do some serious inner inventorying and take an inner inventory, if that makes sense. Okay. So that's what I'm getting right now. So you're mostly getting advice for the moment. And that may be why that past energy came up so strong to begin with, is because it's still affecting you, right? I'm not saying you want them back. You may not, but it's still affecting you, right? That heartbreak, that energy, it's still there. And that's why that's coming up. Okay. So you'll be okay, but you gotta do what it takes to be okay. Right. And that's the energy right now. You do some work, over time, this changes, if it makes sense. It absolutely does. Okay. So that's what I got, love. That's what I got. All right. So Robert, you're next. But before I read for Robert, I'm going to do money. Can I do money? Can we go and do a collective money reading real quick? Do y'all like me flipping back and forth between collective and individual readings, or what? We're going to get a money message for you guys. But let me know. Thank you, Daisy. I appreciate you so much. All right, let's do a money read. Let's see what y'all need to know about job, money, and career. What do the folks watching me right now need to know about job, money, and career? Job, money, and career. Job, money, and career. Job, money, and career. Job, money, and career for everyone listening. Job, money, and career. 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 Hold on a minute. I got a card that's flipped. I'll get it in a minute. Job, money, and career. Job, money, and career. Magician. You know what's funny? Birdie said, make it rain. There you go. It's in your hands. Make it rain. It's in your hands. You can do this. You can make it rain. You can manifest money. You can have success. You have the power. You absolutely have the power to do it. Here's what's coming out for your advice. Okay? Stop allowing past failures, past setbacks, past financial disappointments, job disappointments, whatever. Stop holding on to that energy. It is not helping you. It is not helping you. Instead, go passionately after what makes your heart go pitter-patter from a career standpoint, because guess what? That's a key to making it rain. Absolutely. All right. So it's time to manifest. And part of manifesting is taking action. Another part of manifesting is not allowing your past failures and setbacks to shape your beliefs about what you can do in the future as far as making it rain. Okay? Some of you guys need to put yourself out there. If you're self-employed or otherwise, you need to get yourself out there. do you need to advertise? Word of mouth, network. If you're trying to get a job, okay, network, go to events, shake hands with people. Look, I don't like doing it either, but I can. I know how, and I can do it. I can absolutely do it. All right. But put yourself out there. You know, think outside the box when it comes to looking for jobs. Hermit reversed. All right. The job is probably not going to fall into your lap in your house while you're on your sofa. Okay. Yeah. If you think you can do it, you can do it. The man who thinks he can and the man who thinks he can't are both right. Think about that. Think about that. Think about that. So it's time to press forward. There's money to be made. There's money to be manifested. There's money on the table. All right. Literally, what are we going to do? Are we going to let our fears we're going to get in our head? Are we going to let our fears hold us back from or are we going to move forward? Are we going to move forward? Right? That's what's up. So literally, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh yeah, y'all are going to make money. I'm going to ask you, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Are you going to make money? You tell me, are you going to make money? Collective, you tell me. Who here is going to make money? Who here is going to increase your money? You tell me. You do the reading for yourself. You tell me. Are you going to make money? That was an unusual reading, was it not? My deck literally said, you tell me. My deck says, where's that magician card? My deck literally says, you have everything you need. Collective. I've given you, this is what the divine is saying to you about money. I have given you everything you need to have abundance. What are you going to do about it? So the divine says to you, I don't know. Are you going to make money? I gave you what you need. What are you going to do with it? Woo! We're spitting some truth tonight. We're spitting some truth tonight. No? Yep. Oh, we are not feeding baby food here at the cottage tonight. This is a meat and potatoes kind of message. Yes. Oh, yes. Right. All right, Robert, you are up next. You are up next. Let's read for Robert. All right. Robert, let me go get your questions. Hang on just one second. What Green on Devil say? Birdie is speaking to me on a higher level. Yeah, look through the windshield, not through the rear view mirror. I love that. I love that. Your word is your wand. I love that. Yes, words are spells. If you say you need money, guess what? You'll keep needing money. If you say you want money, guess what? You'll keep wanting money. If you say you need love, guess what? You'll still feel that void. If you say you're struggling, guess what? You'll keep struggling. Words are spells. Yeah. I think I get the impression that what my collective needs to hear is we're not feeding you baby food anymore. It's time for you to make your own way. It's time for you to make your own way. Hey, Brittany, how you doing? All right. Let's read for Robert. All right. Hey, happy day to you. All right, Robert. So Robert says, I sent an email to me. Okay, hold on. How will it be taken? Do I need to be worried? And then plus what's going on? Okay. I got you, Robert. To put a few people in their place. How will that be taken? All right, let's look at this email, Robert. Let's look at this email. Hold on one second. Let me get a sip of tea and then we'll do that. What about this email for DHF? How was that received? How was that received? How was that received? What's going on with my cards? Okay, they're all right. All right. How was this email received? How was this email received? How was this email received that Robert is asking about? Corrective email, I should say. How was this received? How was this received? As a whole, how was this received? Justice. They thought the email was fair. They thought the email was fair, right? Hey, Lahoma. They did think the email was fair, Robert. Let's see what else we got. Let's see what else we got, Robert. Emperor. In the upright. King of Wands. So here's what I get. Number one, Robert, they took it seriously. I do believe they know you meant business. I think they feel like you're being fair. And I think that they looked at you with some respect with the King of Wands and the Emperor. I mean, that's the boss, okay? So there's an element of respectfulness here. They felt like it was fair with the Justice card coming out. They're like, he's being fair. You know, he's being fair. Knight of Wands, Empress. Oh, wow. Hold on. You know, tell me more about that. So they're kind of in this energy of, I better get my butt in gear or there's going to be a disaster. They are like, I don't want a disaster. I want to keep my money flowing. So I got to straighten up. I got to level up. All right. And I don't need to pussyfoot around about it. I got to get my ass in gear now. I also think that the flip side of this is they feel like that the advice that you gave. Okay. They feel like the advice that you gave is going to keep everyone collectively from going off in the ditch or, you know, some sort of a disaster, some sort of a problem. They feel like that what you did was constructive. And that because of that, as a whole, the organization is going to avoid a disaster, if that makes sense. And they feel like with the Three of Pentacles here, they feel like it's going to be slow, kind of like turning the Titanic, but they do feel like this is in the right direction. I don't know if that makes sense to you or not, but that's what I'm picking up. Anything else that Robert needs to know about this? Devil in reverse. They feel like they need to cut out the toxicity. All right. They need to cut out some toxicity, whatever that may be. Six of Cups, Queen of Wands. Lots of respect for you. Lots of respect. Six of Cups. I like it here. I don't want to lose my job. I'm kind of sentimental about my job. That too. Okay. So there's this sentimental, they love this, if that makes sense. I don't know. So they're like, I love my job. You know, I want to stay here. Six of Cups, right? And it's kind of like, I'm remembering why I came here to begin with the passion, with the Queen of Wands here. There's a lot of respect. Four of Wands. This is my family. Oh my gosh. This is my family. Tell me if that makes sense to you. Birdie, you are sweet. I hope that makes sense to you. All right. Let's move on to Cora. We'll get some tea. Yes, absolutely. Robert, can I ask you a question? Do you have a partner there that is good and like works with you? I know you mentioned that person that's not cooperative, but do you have somebody there that is, like that you guys work hand in hand? I don't know if this is your equal or somebody that's like got your back. I kept getting somebody here in the picture that's a high ranking person that's got your back. They're either equal to you or right under you. I don't know if that makes sense. Ultra Volva, you are so sweet. Well, somebody's got your back at this organization. There's somebody high up that's got your back, that's working, whether you know it or not, they're working in tandem with you. All right. I just wanted to let you know that you've got somebody here that is Team Robert. Yeah, I'm still on DHF. Yeah, I'm still on DHF. That's what I'm asking about. I haven't gotten to Cora yet because I was going back to these cards and I was thinking about what I had seen. I saw an Emperor and an Empress. Then I saw a King of Wands and a Queen of Wands. All of those were in the upright, okay? So it's like you've got somebody that's got your back, that's working in tandem with you, that's got you, that's supportive of you. I don't know who this is, but you've got somebody that's high up in that organization that, first of all, supports you and is in alignment with you. And second of all, is they got your back. I don't know if that makes sense. That's what I got, Robert. All right, let's now switch gears to Cora. Let's now switch over to Cora. What's going on with Cora and the new person? All right, we're going to get the tea. Give me the joint energies between Cora and the new person. Joint energies between this new hubby and Cora. Joint energies between Cora and this new hubby. Joint energies here. What's going on? Excuse me. What's going on? You're probably not being spiritually attacked, Brittany. It's probably your own shadow. Okay. All right. Hold on a minute. A lot of people think they're being spiritually attacked and they're not. It's coming from within. All right. Tell me about Cora and the new hubby. Tell me about Cora and the new hubby. Tell me about Cora and the new man. Cora and the new hubby. Tell me about that. What's going on there? What's going on there? Moon reversed. Some things are coming out, being exposed. Truth is coming out. Moon reversed. So they took the leap of faith, Page of Cups, and then the Nine of Wands. So that's the womp, womp, womp. So what I'm kind of picking up from this, especially with the Moon card coming out in the reverse, that's like the Truth coming out and then the Nine of Wands. And it's kind of like, oh, I thought this would be different and it's just the same. Or they're in a pattern, and I almost get that's like the honeymoon is over and now we actually have to work on things, and oh, this is not as easy as I thought it was going to be, kind of energy. In fact, this is pretty hard. In fact, I feel like I'm fighting against this, fighting a losing battle here. We do have unstable, all right, but it's stressful. It's hard. I can tell you that. And it kind of feels like that there's this realization that has happened with the moon card coming up in reverse. Sometimes the moon card coming up in the reverse can also be, gosh, I made a fool of myself, or I made a foolish decision, or it was foolish to think this would, be whatever. Okay. This is more about family stability than it is love. And family, money, or stability than it is love, and it is not going to last. I've got several cards telling me that this is not going to last. And this was the whole purpose of this thing was money, status, or family, not love. All right, that's what my cards are saying. Six of Cups in reverse. Wah, wah, wah. King of Wands in reverse. This is not who I thought he was. He's not who Seven of Cups in reverse. There's some past energy cropping up here too. There's still feelings for someone from the past. That's what I got. That's what I got. Yeah. That's what's up, Robert. Tell me if that makes sense to you. That's what I got with those two. I'm shocked that they went through with it. Yeah. That's what I got, love. Yes, that's what I'm picking up from a past person, and they believe it's her on her side. Yeah. But we kept picking that up all along. Oh, really, Tony? I hope it sounds okay. You know what, Green Eyed Devil? That's correct about my Libra rising too, isn't it? Right? But let me know, Robert, if that made sense to you. If anybody else needs a reading, we can do a few more for sure. I'm going to read for some of my mods too. Oh yeah, you're good, Robert. You're good. If you want, you can just you can cash at me, or you can you can do what is it, the other way, right? Hey, Brittany, so you can do Cash App or PayPal. The information is linked at the top of this chat. All right. If you want just a quick advice, it's $10. If you want one question, it's $35. If you want two questions, it's $55. Here is my Cash App. Yeah, Leo risings do have good posture. They sure do. That is true. It's the rising sign where you can pick up people's physical appearances. That's absolutely true. Do I do daily readings for signs? No, I do individual signs about once every 10 days. I do all signs sometimes. And then sometimes I do paid reads. And today we're just doing collective readings. All right, I want to pull some collective messages for you guys. Okay. Oh, did you, Robert? Okay. Did you send it to PayPal or Cash App? Oh, you know what? I bet you did send it to Cash App because I'm logged out of my Cash App, my business one, and I bet that's why I didn't get a notification. Okay, hold on. Okay, I got you, love. There it is. I got you. So, there you go. So you got 3 more questions. And I got it. You sent me the cash out. So let's do general messages and then we'll flip back over to you, Robert. Okay. Can we do that? All right, here we go. Will they go through with their wedding? My brother's sister? I'll get it. I'll do that in a minute. Let me do some general messages. All right, collective. All right, let's have a little fun. Rebel deck. Rebel deck. We're going to read from the Rebel deck. Rebel deck for the collective. Rebel deck for the collective. Rebel deck for the collective. I have all kinds of different readings, Brittany. You can see that information on my website, love. Uncle, what were you just saying? Where is Uncle? Laugh. Where the fuck is your sense of humor? Uncle was just talking about how healing humor and laughter is, and I believe that to my soul. Okay, sometimes you just can't take life so darn seriously. You just gotta laugh. You just gotta find the humor, all right? Don't sweat the small stuff, folks, and it's all small stuff. All right? I need to remember that myself, right? But let's, you're fine, Brittany. You're fine. Give me another Rebel deck. So if you want, Brittany, if you want to do 2 questions during this live, it's $55 and you can cash out or do that through PayPal. Give me another Rebel deck message. Ooh, how nice. Oh, this is going to step on some toes, myself included. Drop the fucking ego. Wah, wah, wah. Vulnerability. It's hot as fuck. Now, be grateful. Be fucking grateful. Shit could be so much worse. Love, love, love. Get some, give some. It'll cheer your ass up. There you go. There you go. Love, love, love that. Let's pull a collective message from the tarot. Give me a collective message for everyone listening now or in the future. Give me a collective message now or in the future for those who are watching now or later. Give me a collective message. What does the collective need to know? Give me a collective message, please. For the highest good. For the highest good. For the highest good. Give me a collective message, please. Uncle L. For the highest good. For the highest good. Listen to me, collective. Lean in. Sit down and lean in. Collective. You will love again. You will be able to trust again. You will love again. You will heal. You will have happiness again. In fact, you've got a happily ever after. It's not here yet. There's some work you got to do. There's some healing you got to do, but you absolutely will. I just heard you say when I saw these cards, I know I'll never love this way again. Yes, you will. You'll love better. You'll find better. I know it's hard to see that now. I know you don't believe it. But whatever they did to betray you with the Ten of Swords here in the reverse, they're not perfect. They're not as perfect as you see them. They're not. So, do you really want that again? Do you want to love like that again? I won't find love like that again. Auntie Karen, I'll never love like that again. I'll never be able to trust. And I'm telling you this, if they were your person, they would have never betrayed you. They would have been down for you. They would have never told lies about you or believed lies about you if they were your person. All right? So you absolutely will find love again. And Brittany, where are you at? Brittany the Capricorn, are you here? You see what came out? The Sun card. I don't know if she's still here or not, my little Capricorn friend. Okay, yeah, let me get it fixed and then screenshot it. Hang on. Let me get it up close so you can screenshot it. You get it? But there you go. Good night, CJ. Love you. Anyway, that's what's up. Give me another message. General message for the collective, please. Give me a general message for the collective. Give me a general message for the collective. General message for the collective. There you go, JMM. There you go. General message for the collective. Collective, take a beat. Take a step back. Take a step back from the situation and stop giving people the benefit of the doubt whenever you already know the truth. See things from a different perspective. Take off the rose-colored glasses. Stop making excuses for their behavior. Call it what it is. Toxic. Call it what it is. Get a new perspective. Devil, moon reversed, hangman. Enough reflection, collective, and you'll see the truth. If you spend enough time reflecting and taking a step back and just look at the facts of what's happened in your situation, you'll see it for what it is. You'll see it for what it is. That's what's up. That's what's up. Let's get a hidden truth for the collective, for everyone. Thank you, Colleen. Hidden truth. What would a person from your past say to you? I know you don't feel the same. I am recovering. I want you back. I still have feelings for you, and you inspire me. There you go. Thank you, Music Crank. Thank you. I appreciate you. Wild West Virgo, thank you for the 20, love. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. All right, so Robert, let's read for Robert. Let's go back and read for Robert. Robert, you're up again, and I'm going to read for you and your brother and his fiance. Robert, if you're here, we'll see. Thank you, Wild West Virgo. I really appreciate that. All right, Robert, let's see about this engagement and if they are going to follow through. Tell me about this engagement and if they are going to follow through. Oh, okay. Brother, sister. Okay. Tell me about the brother's sister. Her name is Alicia. Alicia and her fiance. Okay, here we go. Tell me about Alicia and her fiance and whether or not they will be married. Tell me about... Oh, okay, you're good. Tell me about Alicia and this fiance. Are they going to see this through? Are they going to get married? Is there going to be a marriage? Is there going to be a marriage? I get somebody holding back and at least postponing it. It's at least postponed. Tell me more about the Three of Swords. Could somebody be cheating? Could one of the two of them be cheating, Robert? And it comes out. It's at least being postponed. We're going to see. I can tell you that's the first thing that's going to happen is postponed. And there's something that comes out that's heartbreaking. And it could be that someone is cheating. Give me him. Give me him. Give me him toward her. Him toward Alicia. Give me this man toward Alicia. Give me the man toward Alicia. Give me the man toward Alicia. Give me the man toward Alicia. Give me Daniel toward Alicia. Give me Daniel. Daniel toward Alicia. Give me Daniel toward Alicia. I think he's a player. I think he plans to marry her, but he is a player, but she's going to find out about it. That's why that Tower card is here. He's thinking that he's got it made in the shade. Okay. But I get player, flirty energy here, player. He thinks he's got it made with her with the Two of Cups, but I feel like there's going to be something that comes out on him. I'm getting a player. Yeah. He's going to step outside. He's going to step out. He's going to step out and break a vow, or there's a delay here in the marriage if it doesn't happen altogether. But I get broken promises. Let's see if they're going to get married. He plans to marry her anyway. Robert, could he be marrying her for money or stability or status? I get that might be a motive for why he is with her to begin with. You'll have to let me know if that makes sense. I am going to see. Hey, May Empress, how you doing, Gigi? I'm going to see. I did see a postponement for sure. He's broke. Okay, there you go. There you go. So he thinks that he's going to get a leg up financially. All right, I'm going to tell you that. What? Oh my gosh. Really, Melissa? Wow. Tell me more. They will get married and he will do it again. It's going to be, here's what I think. They're going to postpone things. and she is going to act on her emotions. Queen of Cups, they will get married. 10 of Cups, and then 9 of Wands, it will happen again. He's in a pattern. He's in a pattern. I mean, what I'm getting is he kind of... So I do think eventually they'll bust up, but I think they will get married. But I think they'll postpone it. She's going to find out about some cheating before they get married. They'll postpone it. She'll put the brakes on, and then she'll go, but I love him. And she'll act out of emotion. She'll marry him. It'll happen again. And then it's going to fall apart. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. That's what I got. That's what I got. You got to let me know if that makes sense to you, Robert. I'll pull another question for you too. Whoa, Melissa. Wow. You got 2 more? Okay. Give me your second of the 3. But yeah, I get he's a player. I get him being a player. I get the thing that makes him happy is when he's boinking multiple people. I think he thrives on boinking multiple people. Robert, you're going to have to let me know if that makes sense to you. But yeah, that's what I got. Okay, let's see. Right, exactly, Uncle. Hey, Carmel, how are you? All right, let's see the energies around Robert continuing to pay bills for his dad. What are the energies here for Robert to continue to pay bills for his dad? What are the energies for Robert to continue to pay bills for his dad? Seven of Pentacles came out in the reverse. Tell me more about this, paying the bills for his dad. Here's the issue. I don't know that it is the best way to help him. Okay. It may be, and I also get that for some reason you could be building up some resentment about it, or anger, or maybe you're trying to make up for something. Yeah. 10 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. This is a lot for you to carry. This is a lot for you to carry. 4 of Wands in reverse. Robert, what I'm really getting from this thing is that it would help him a lot more if sometimes it's not helpful to help people financially. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but sometimes you can help them more by not helping them. I get that it's just too much on you. It's too much of a burden. It's time for him to pick up and do. That's what I got. And that's tough. That's tough. Yes, JMM, I do still have availability. But that's what I got. That's what I got. You'll have to let me know. My godson Kai is not feeling well. Should we be concerned? Let's see. How old is Kai? What's going on with Kai? Tell me about Kai. You need to get him checked out. Take him and get him checked out. Don't ignore this. Don't ignore this. Take him and get him checked out. Something is depleted. Something is depleted. It could, you know, I know he's 3 or 4, so I'm not leaning toward exhaustion, but there's something depleted. Oh, really, Uncle L? Okay. Maybe it's his immune system that's depleted. But don't ignore this. Oh, thank you, JMM. Don't ignore this. Thank you, JMM. There's something depleted. There could be vitamin deficiency. Maybe he's dehydrated. Maybe it's electrolytes. Maybe it's immune system. He needs labs run. He needs a deep, there's an issue with fluid. Okay. He needs labs run and beyond a CBC. He needs to go deeper than a CBC, Robert. A general practitioner will you know, or like in his case, okay, so Robert, in his case, you know, I'm sure he sees a pediatrician, and a pediatrician will start and do a CBC. If nothing shows up on that, he needs to go to a hematologist. CBC, complete blood count. That's what a pediatrician would do. That's going to tell a pediatrician a lot. It's going to tell about iron. It's going to tell about white blood count. And don't ask me how I know this. You don't want to know how I know this, but it's going to tell about that kind of stuff. Sometimes things will show up there, sometimes not. But if the CBC doesn't show up anything, or it's not something like dehydration or electrolytes or something of that nature. Yes. Okay. What Brittany said. Robert, listen. If you ask for more tests and they don't want to do it, ask them to document that in the chart that they said no and why. But you may need to go to, you may not find what you're looking for through a basic CBC. You may need to go deeper, in which case a good hematologist can do that. I tell you what, I wouldn't trust them to document it even if they said they did, Brittany. I would make them sign something and I would keep it saying, I don't advise further testing. Yeah. But something is depleted. I don't know what it is, but he's running on empty in something. And it's making him cranky. Is he cranky? Argumentative? Cranky? His behavior is not the best? Abnormal? Right. Yeah. But I also get that he's being cranky, but it's because he doesn't feel good. Yeah. Keep me posted, Robert. Promise to keep me posted. When it's kids, it hits me in the heart. Yeah. Robert, pay attention to Uncle L too, because he is very intuitive, as is Meraki Healing, the girl that you see there. Pay attention to what you're seeing them say. I trust them as well. Uncle is real good with physical stuff, and in fact, to be better than I am. Oh, green-eyed devil. Wow. I didn't even think about that. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, as always. Was that your second or your third question? You do have one more? Okay. You got it, Robert. You absolutely got it. Love you, Melissa. Okay, let's see. Let's see about the student loans. Take care, Uncle L. Tell me about the student loans. Tell me about the energies around the student loans. Tell me about the energies around the student loans. Tell me about the energies around the student loans. Tell me the energies around the student loans. Tell me about the energies around the student loans. Hello. Hello back to London. Tell me about Robert's student loans. Will these be wiped out? Yes. 3 yeses. The Fool card, the 2 of Swords in reverse, and the 10 of Cups. There's a blockage around that is being removed, Robert. So yes, I also get trust your intuition and trust your beliefs on this. But yes, and the 10 of Cups is the outcome. Yes, a big fat yes. A big fat yes. There you go. They will be wiped out. They will be cut out. So yes. I love that. There's some kind of blockage that's going to be removed. I don't know if that makes sense to you or not. All right, so I know that, let's see, we've got Cherie. Is it Cherie that booked? And then somebody said they sent a cash out. I didn't see a notification come through, but it may very well be here. Let's see. Let's see. Who was it? You? Okay, hey, JMM. Let me see if I can find it. There it is. Jenna. Okay, I got you. I got you. So, Jenna, you'll be after Cherie, okay? All right. Let's do Cherie. All right, Cherie. Cherie is a Leo. Oh, let me timestamp for you, Cherie. Hang on one second. Yes, it did. I just didn't get a notification, but it was there. So you're good. All right, so Cherie, there she is. Okay, love bug. Cherie is a Leo. And Cherie, my oldest son and I are not speaking, and I would like to know what you see happening for us in the coming months. Cherie, how old is your oldest son? Is he it's just, if you don't mind me asking. Okay. Yes, that's what I asked. Give me the future energies between Cherie and her son, her 23-year-old son. Give me the energies here. Give me the energies here between Cherie and her oldest son. There's trust issues. There's something you guys may not see eye to eye on. It looks rough. It looks rough, Cherie. There's a lot of bitterness. There's something here that you guys don't see eye to eye on. And he's salty and you're salty. I get both of you guys being salty. I get two different people being salty. I get him, for some reason, he's got things to say about the way that you parent. Empress here in the reverse. Three of Swords. So there's a lot of pain with him. Page of Wands. There's a lot of pain here. Magician. This is fixable. This is fixable. This is fixable. Now, Cherie, this is fixable. And mom to mom. Now he's married. Okay. Mom to mom. And he's married. This is that kind of complicates things a little bit. But I will tell you this. I always feel like it is incumbent upon the parent, even when we are talking about an adult child, because he's still young. Okay, his frontal lobe is still not fully developed. Okay. I always go to this. The parent should extend the olive branch. Do you need to harass him? No, but you don't need to give up after one extension either. You need to extend the olive branch and see. And give that time. And then extend it again. And I'm speaking from experience. It's fixable. My cards are telling me it's fixable. My cards are also telling me you got some inner work to do on yourself. And I know you don't want to hear that. But if you work on yourself, it will help. And I'm speaking from experience on that too. And it doesn't matter if you were an A1 mom. If his perception is different than that, right now, that's what you're up against. And the only way to prove that right is to be better. And I know that's tough. I'm telling you this, tough love. But right now you're dealing with a 23-year-old child that doesn't need you. And so when they get to this age where we're dealing with adult children, we have to be someone that they want in our lives. They don't need us anymore. And the only reason they're going to stay in our life when they're an adult child is because they want to. not because they need to. So it's altogether different. So we got to be a person that they want to be around. And that comes from inner work. That's what I got, Cherie. That's what I got. But right now, it's rough. Both of you are holding grudges toward each other. I don't know what this is about. And there's trust issues here. And you guys don't see eye to eye. Give me just a minute. That's what I got, Cherie. I know it's hard. But when you're the mom, things are a little bit different. You have to go the extra mile. You have no choice. If you want a relationship with him, you have no choice. You have to. And you can only hope when you extend that olive branch once or twice or 3 times or however many times it takes, that one time it works. That's what I got. That's what I got. But it's not going to happen without you doing what I said. That's what my cards literally said. So it just depends on how bad you want a relationship with him. My advice in parenting is altogether different than my advice in romantic relationships. You're welcome. You are welcome. Anyway, Jenna, if you are here, love bug, give me your question because you sent me a Cash App. Hey, love, there she is. Who is coming towards you in love? It could be. Let's find out, Jenna. Let's find out. Let me timestamp for you, love. Jenna, give me your zodiac sign. I know you've given it to me before, but give it to me again. Capricorn sun. Okay. Who is coming toward Jenna, the Capricorn, in love? Okay, love you, Melissa. Tell him I said hello, and I'll probably be in later. Gemini rising, Sag moon. Okay. Who is coming toward Jenna, the Capricorn, Gemini, Sag? In love. Who is coming toward Jenna, in love. There may be an air sign coming towards you. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Somebody has some truth to tell you. What is this? This is somebody you've got history with, Jenna. Is it possible that you've divorced from someone and they're popping back up? Sometimes the Queen and the King of Swords are divorcees. There's detachment here nonetheless. Does this make sense? Is it a divorce thing? Is it a person that you've gone through a divorce with? They're expressing some regrets with the Five of Swords here in the reverse. For possibly playing games or lying or being competitive. The Hermit here in the reverse. I don't think you've spoken with this person much. They've been kind of elusive with the Hermit, but in reverse, it's like they're coming back up. They're popping back up. And there's this energy with the Seven of Cups in reverse where they're going to say, nobody compares to you. I do have that. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, maybe he's just been closed off. The Hermit reverse can be somebody opening up, especially with that Five of Swords here in the reverse. That's who's in your energy. I will see if there is somebody else in your energy or what else comes out on your love life, but that's what's going on. Nine of Cups here in the reverse, Four of Wands in the reverse. This is not something that is stable between you two. It is not a healthy connection. It is codependent, and it's not stable. And somebody is possibly dealing with anger or bitterness or jealousy. Queen of Wands here in the reverse. There's some really rough energy between you two. And overall, the Nine of Cups in reverse can speak to an unhealthy connection. It can speak to, especially with the Four of Wands in the reverse. I don't think y'all will stay living together with the Four of Wands in reverse. Somebody's going to move out. But the Nine of Cups is here in the reverse. That can mean one of two things. Either someone is very fickle and unstable, or there's a codependent energy here. One or the other. All right. There's a lot of detachment here, and I have not picked up love. I have not picked up love. I'm going to be real with you with this one. So it could even be some sort of a trauma bond with the Nine of Cups here in the reverse, possibly. I don't think you guys are going to stay together, but I do think that's who's coming towards you next. I think there will be more conversation about that for sure. But I kind of get the impression that you really, with the Queen of Wands in reverse, I kind of feel like you don't even know who you are right now from all this that's happened. He's hot and cold with you. Yeah, see, I think and that's the worst kind of toxicity there is. And really funny that this would come up in a reading. But I feel like right now, Jenna, you don't even know who you are. And until you know who you are, you're not in any position to date anybody, him or anybody else, or be with the person romantically. And the way to find out who you are, knowing thyself, shadow work. Shadow work. Yeah, you need to find you. The next person you need to go after in love is in the mirror. You need to find you before you find anybody else, because you need you much more than you need another romantic partner. If you were to go out there and try to put yourself out there right now, you would get a. I don't have to pull cards on this. I already know this, Jenna. I've been pulling cards for 5.5 years, thousands and thousands of readings, and I know how energy works, and I know how wounds, unhealed wounds work. Okay. I just know energetically how that, I mean, I could pull for you, but I already know what the cards will say. And so, but what I am going to tell you is if you were to put yourself out there right now, you would get banged up. Maybe even worse. There's a meme that goes around from time to time that says you'll keep having the same experience until you learn the lesson. You know, we have these rough experiences many times. It has nothing to do. You have not healed because you're still in the environment that's sick. You may think you healed, but you have not. You're not going to start healing until you get out from there. Okay. You're not going to even start healing. Okay. You cannot get well in the environment that made you sick. So you haven't even started healing. And my cards are even telling me you don't even know who you are. And that tells me you've not done any healing, because when you heal, that's when you find out who you are. That's how you become self-aware. Okay. That's when you do the shadow work and do the internal work. Okay. So you have not. Hey, Faith, he is able. But you absolutely, my cards are literally saying that you are in a very vulnerable place. And right now, if you were to get into a connection, you would lose your identity again because you don't even have it. So it's, I'm almost picking up, it could be that you shape your entire identity around whoever you're with, and without them, you don't even know who you are. Sometimes that Queen of Wands in the reverse can suggest that, okay? It's also some bitterness that you don't know about, some unhealed wounds, some unhealed anger that's not processed. It's in the subconscious. That's why that's in the reverse. And again, that is the need for shadow work. Yeah, you're lost. And let me tell you, Jenna, let me tell you something. Guess how I know that? Guess how I know how that feels? I'm not saying I know how you feel, but I know how I felt. My entire identity was wrapped around a man. And I love romance, don't get me wrong. Oh, yes. My most recent divorce was about 8-9 years ago, something like that. And it was that divorce that was my catalyst and my tower. And I didn't understand. I didn't know a thing about shadow work and healing. Okay. Not a thing. Okay. And I had tried everything in the world, but I knew my life was a hot mess and I didn't know how to fix it until I found shadow work and found out how to do that. Nonetheless, I kept saying, I don't even know who I am. I don't even know who I am. And I didn't. I had no idea who I was. I know who I am now. And I'm a pretty amazing person. I'm not fabulous and I'm not perfect, but I am divine. But yeah, you can absolutely lose your entire identity in connections whenever they're unhealthy like that, in those codependent type connections, particularly if you were dealing with, Brittany, yes, remember who you are. Yes, there you go. You've got to remember who you are. Thank you, Green-Eyed Devil. But you, once you get out of there, you can start healing. And I'm going to tell you, when you get out of there is when it's going to really hit you then. That's when you don't see it right now, but when you get out of there and you get to a place that's safe and peaceful to fall apart, that's when it's going to hit you. That's when it's going to hit you. And it's going to be hard. And it's going to hurt, and it's going to be the worst pain you've probably ever felt in your life, but you need to go through it, and you don't need to give up, because this is the beginning. This is the burning that happens before you're the phoenix that rises out of the ashes, and it hurts. It hurts like a motherfucker. There is no pain that is worse than being burned, and that is what this is. You have not seen the worst pain yet. You have not seen the worst pain yet, but I promise you can make it. I'm walking, talking proof. I hope that helped. Yes, absolutely. You absolutely are resilient. You won't be the same. Jenna, you'll never be the same. The girl you were before you met this guy, you'll never be that person again. And that's the point. You're giving birth to a new person. And birth is painful. But breathe life into that new person. Yeah. You'll never be the same. And that's the point. That's the point. I used to, because when it first happened to me, I would walk around saying, God, I could just wish I could go back to the way I used to be. But that was kind of a naivety that was dangerous. Yes, very painful. Yes, Faith. Yes, very. I hope that helped you. Good. It's painful because we always kind of knew better, and we're really the ones that betrayed ourselves, and that's the hardest thing to accept. Yeah, when we come to that, and for me, Green-Eyed Devil, it took me a minute. It was a beat before I came to that, because I had to first work through just look what he did to me. Then I had to realize, I put myself in that. That came later, that came later, and that was hard. But then I had to show myself grace and say, you did the best you could with the tools you had. Now you know better. There you go. Yes, it is really hard to be able to say that without saying, but he, yes. Yeah. Green-Eyed Devil, my tower that I often talk to you about, that whole ordeal, well, the marriage was 3 years, right? And by the way, this is not my daughter's father, just so you know. I always want to say that. My daughter's father and I have a great co-parenting relationship. This was a subsequent marriage. But that whole marriage was 3 years. And 2 years into it, I caught him red-handed. Okay. And I gave him a slide. And guess what happened a year later? I caught him again. That's why you don't give people slides. Right, Green-Eyed Devil? That's why you don't give people a chance. Yeah, he absolutely showed that he wasn't slide worthy, and he shouldn't have got a slide anyway. I don't much believe in slides. Yeah, people know what they're doing when they're doing it. They're not confused. There's no accident about sneaking around behind your back. People are, well, I don't want to go too much down that rabbit trail, but they know what they're doing. People think, oh, they're not themselves. Yes, they are. It's the same motherfucker that was with you that's doing this. They know, they're exactly who they are. This is a part of who they are. You just didn't know them. You thought you knew them, but you didn't. but it's hard sometimes. But Jenna, you got this, and I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for seeing and for picking yourself up and knowing you're resilient. You got some hard days ahead of you. I'm not going to pull any punches and lie to you and say this is going to be easy, Jenna, but I will say you can do it. And if I can do it, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. I'm not all that special. Yes, every lesson is a blessing. Anyway, that's what's up. That's what's up. I think we might call it a night. I think we might call it a night. Let me fix my quantities. Yeah, focus on you. Focus on your goals, your dreams, your career. Do this, what this is going to take you a while. What do I enjoy doing? What do I enjoy doing? Do you like to paint? Do you like volunteer work? Are you interested in martial arts? Right? What is it? And go do it. You don't have to spend a lot of money to do those things. You absolutely don't. But yeah, that's what I got. It's not going to be overnight or even in a few months. It's going to be probably for the rest of your life, evolving through a higher person more and more. Is this your Saturn return, Brittany? Yeah, maybe years. Is this your Saturn return? Do you have Saturn in Aries? Yeah, green-eyed devil, what she said. I'm not scared, though. Well, with 5 Capricorn placements, it's like you're always in some kind of Saturn return. Yeah. You'll be okay, Brittany. You're probably more prepared for it than a lot of people with their first Saturn return. You've probably already succumbed to a lot of the lessons. So quite honestly, I would say your first Saturn return might not be as rough as like a lot of people's, right? You have 3 Capricorn placements. It's my South Node and my moon. Yeah, my life is a Saturn return. I know, love. But let me fix my banner because I'm there we go. Yeah, I was thinking you had 5. I didn't realize you had 6, but yeah, 6 Capricorn placements. Now I'm just taking the time to fine tune. That's probably true for you, Brittany. That's probably true. Yeah, double stelly. All right, well, turned 29. Wow. You got this. Have a good day yourself, Birdie man. Much love to you. Thanks for popping in. It's always good to see your smiling face. Oh, good, Brittany, good. That'll be fun. That'll be fun. That'll be fun. Well, therapy's never a bad idea. If you find a good therapist, right? There are good ones. There are good ones. And you know what, Green Eye Devil? You know what's interesting about Brittany? With all those Capricorn placements, you would think she would be like Eeyore, and she is so not. She to me, Brittany is like upbeat, and she's funny. She's real cheeky. Ah, you're fine. Like she's not an Eeyore. She's funny and cheeky and upbeat. I know, right? It's like, man, she's managing all that Capricorn Saturnian stuff pretty well. It's a lot to carry too. Aren't you a Capricorn rising? So it would be probably in your 12th and your first house, your Capricorn placements. You'll have to let me know that, Brittany. I don't know if I've ever asked you that. There you go. I love that. Never forget that mermaid tail because it is a sea goat. You're absolutely right. Yeah, I remember that. And you're a cat moon, cat this, cat that. Oh. You know, believe it or not, being a Capricorn rising probably helps you manage all that Capricorn energy. I would imagine that helps, believe it or not. Anyway. Yeah, that's a Capricorn rising is a nice energy. Oh, the Libra stellium helps too. Yeah, that's a lot of Saturnian energy in your daughter's chart, Green Eye Devil. So, all right, well, y'all, I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks to everybody who booked. I'll try to get timestamps up shortly. But I love you guys to the moon and back, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.